To all the geeks and nerds out there, welcome back to another episode on the Legacy SMP server. In between episodes, I have got the bug, I have been progressing on the advancement race, and I've got some great news. Let me just land here and let me tell you all about it. So if you look down in the bottom right hand corner, you can see the current standings. We're up to 4th place. We have overtaken Mythical Sausage. Yes, that is right. We're now 4th. We're in touching distance of the top 3. Things are going pretty well. So today we are going to be focusing on a couple of advancements that nobody else has got yet, and for that we need a special farm. But before we do that, we need to fix another farm that a certain Mrs. Pop-Tart broke. And for that we need to head on over to the Nether, so let's go over here. But before we head over, take a look at this. Here's some of the advancements I got in between episodes. This is the scene of the crime. This is the farm that is now broken. It's our Wither Skeleton farm. And if we look closely, obviously the blazes are now very angry with me. But if you look closely, our piglin in the center has gone. He's vanished. That's because the blaze killed him. Pop-Tart came over here and obviously didn't realize how this thing worked and was standing around the outside. And the blaze was shooting at her and managed to catch Butcher in the crossfire, which wasn't all that great. So now we need to fix it. So one of the things I want to do today, if we can, is to do 2 advancements in particular. So one is to get a stack of wither skulls. So that's what we need the farm for. But also the other thing I want to do is I want to kill a wither, because we need wither roses for a special farm to give us bee nests, because one of the advancements that nobody's got just yet is a stack of bee nests, and we need a wither rose for that. So I think we're going to fight the wither, but also in a special way to get a bunch of advancements out of that as well. So first things first, let's get this farm fixed up, and look at all these dudes. They are very cross. But now all is quiet. That's it, they're all gone, all the mobs are gone. And yeah, so how I did this is I flew away, so all of those mobs we had there all despawned, and then I flew back, and before too many could respawn, I kind of landed, so I was too close. There was a couple of mobs here that I killed off and then added some torches to stop other spawns. And then what I've done here is I've added this little walkway. We did this similarly when we first built up the farm, so we're going to have to go and find a piglin, which hopefully we can get over there, which we'll come to in a minute, and we'll get him trapped just over here on this glass block. And that's the thing to do next. So, but before we do that, I've made some modifications underneath. So before we just had a super simple collection area for wither skulls and whatnot, all the drops just went into some chests. But what I've added here, I've added a sorter here that sorts stackable items from non-stackables. So it's this circuit right here. Now actually I got this from an Impulse SV video. He's got a bunch of different sorters in one video, so I'll link that in the description if you want to do this for yourself. Basically this sorter will separate out the swords and send them that way into this dropper, which will then eject them into lava down there. So all the swords get deleted, and everything else, all the stackable items, go into these chests. And then yeah, we're not going to sort these here, but all the bones, the skulls of course, and the coal, they all go into those chests, which are the things we actually care about. And the swords will get deleted. So made that improvement as well while we're here. So the next thing is to get ourselves a piglin. So we need to fly over here, because what I've done is obviously we spawn proof the area previously to make sure nothing can spawn here where we don't need it. But over here I've added an extra section. I can see a little baby in there. I added some extra blocks here so mobs can spawn, and we're looking for a piglin with a sword, which we don't have any, but we've got a hoglink, so let's get out of the way. Don't want him causing us any grief, so I'll fly away so these can despawn, come back, and hopefully very soon we'll get a piglin here that we can take over to the farm. Look at this, we have a guy. I just flew over here, and yeah, there's one right here. He's got a sword. This is the right guy, so I need him to follow me. The best way to do that is take off my gold helmet, and he should come running. There he is. Run, 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 run. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. He is fast. Run. Oh, geez. Okay, so hopefully he's following me. I'll look back in a second, and this should hopefully work out without too many issues. I can see him there. Yeah, I had a quick glance. So he's still coming. He's still coming. Let's have a look. Here he comes. Here he comes. Well done, guy. Let's go. Hopefully this is going to work out without any issues. Okay, still coming. Let's run up here. And he should follow us. Yep, here he comes. Still coming, still coming. If we walk past, hopefully he should get stuck. Yes, there he is. So he's stuck because of the trapdoors. He's too tall. He can't get past the trapdoors even though we can. So now we need to get a trapdoor behind him. So let's turn on our hitboxes with F3 and B. Let's see, can I place this in here? Yes. Okay, there's a trapdoor behind him now. So we should be able to get rid of all of this malarkey. And we should be good. But one very important thing is we need to name tag this guy. So Poppy, please don't kill me. That's his new name. All right, let's get this thing cleared up and give this thing a test. And I think that will just about do it. So I've been here for a little while and I've been chopping up the wither skeletons. They come down not too bad. I mean, it's not the super advanced farm. This is a beginner farm, a starter farm. And there's a tutorial on my channel of how to build it if you're interested in this kind of simple wither skeleton farm. So let's check this out. You can see I've already got in my inventory 22 skulls that I've just picked up by standing next to the farm. Oh yeah, and I should also mention we've got this. Frank's tears. Frank, we lost Frank, our pet, in the last episode. Right at the very end, we died and lost Frank, but I managed to salvage his tears. So that is our new pet for the time being until that event finishes. Anyway, let's check out how many skulls do we have. So we've got 22 in here. Now I need to look through these chests and see what else we've got. Another 45 in here, and look at all these other bones and coal, that kind of stuff. This is very good. All right, I'm going to look through these chests, gather all these skulls together. Another 45 there, yes. Then we gather these together, and yeah, see what our grand total is. I've sorted through the chest. Let's check out how much we've got. And in the meantime, these skeletons are just kind of entity cramming as I leave them alone. So I filled up some chests here, or some shulker boxes, should I say. So all the bones has compacted down into these bone blocks, plus all of these. So that's really nice. And a whole bunch of coal blocks here as well. That's really good. Now, in terms of the skulls, let's check out our special box right here. This is the box of stuff I'm going to collect for various things for the advancements that I can share with Slice Lime. So here we have almost 3 stacks of skulls. So I think I'm going to hang around here for a bit longer, get a few more so we can have 3 stacks, because there is an advancement for getting a stack of beacons. Now, compared to last season where we had a whole shulker box full of beacons, that's not very much, so we can easily do that, no problem. Now we've only got 63 creeper heads here. I had to spend one to get the creeper banner pattern right here, so I've done that. So we don't need it because we've both got that advancement now, but I might just get an extra one there to top that up to a stack as well. All right, so a little bit more work here to do, and then we can get on with the project today, which is, well, killing the wither and then a bee nest farm. But in the top of the screen, you'll see it says, it is time, with the progress bar. Wonder what that can mean. We're back in Quantum Reef City, and let's talk about how we're going to get these bee nests. So the advancement is to get a stack of bee nests, and there are a couple of options we've got. So we could fly around the world searching for bee nests. I don't fancy that. That's going to take forever. And yeah, so I want to try and automate this if we can. And of course, I know we can. There's a farm we're going to build over there in a second. So let's talk about how bee nests generate. So what you can do is if you plant a sapling, and you have a flower within 2 blocks of it, there's a chance, 5% chance of a bee nest generating with the tree. So we've been unlucky in this case. So what we can do now is we can chop this tree down, and then we can plant another sapling and then grow another tree. So we could do this manually, just have a whole bunch of trees planted in an area with flowers next to them and harvest them. But that's quite boring, isn't it? You know, we need to automate this thing. So over here is the start of a farm. So this is it's going to be kind of like a tree farm, but we're going to have a flower nearby, and we're going to be chopping down the tree and also chopping down the bee nest if it is here. Now this design is not mine. This is by our good friend Il Mango. There will be a link in the description to the video, and if you don't know who Il Mango is or anything that he does, go and check him out. He is amazing, and you should definitely subscribe to his channel. And yeah, check out this farm. I think when he put out this video, he said it was a niche farm, and this is definitely a niche need. But yeah, I'm glad it did. So this is really cool. So we're going to build this up, and it's going to give us that advancement. And of course, then we're going to have a nice big building around it to keep it, in keeping with the rest of the city. So that is also what we need to do. Now, one item we need, as I said earlier, is we need a wither rose in here. We'll talk about a bit more about that later. So we'll build up the farm first of all, and then we can get some wither roses. I've had a look around in storage. There isn't any wither roses there, and I know those things are quite valuable. So I don't think anyone is going to be willing to part with any, if they have any. I don't think anyone has any. So yeah, we need to get some of those, and that means killing the wither. But before we do that, let's go back over here, because here is our chest. We need to get our advancement for a stack of wither skulls. So let's do that. Oh, I thought I already got it. So it turns out a stack of wither skulls is not an advancement after all. I was lied to, or I just got my wires crossed. But anyway, we've got the 3 stacks. That's going to be useful. But I have noticed above me, it is time. The progress bar is increasing. What does it mean? And so the farm is functional, and I'm over on the nether roof, and I'm getting ready for this wither fight. So we need a couple of things here. So obviously we need to spawn the wither, we need to kill it, but we're going to do it without touching the ground. And we're going to do it wearing a dragon head. That gives us one of the challenge advancements, if we can do that. I've never done this before, so that'll be quite interesting to see how it goes. Now, I'm also trying to spawn a bunch of chickens under here, so hopefully we'll get a few wither roses in the process. I only actually need 1 for the farm, so hopefully this is going to work out. So a bunch here, so when the wither spawns, it will kill all of these chickens. We need to wait for them to grow up, I think. And then I've also been spawning chickens all the way around as well to give the wither like another target if I'm flying around and whatnot. I've also set my spawn. We've got a respawn anchor over there, and we also have a beacon here which is underneath us, so we've got regen and resistance as well. Obviously we've got some potions, got some strength potions, slow falling as well, got my bow with plenty of arrows, rockets, all that kind of good stuff. So I think we're almost ready. I'm going to wait for these to grow up. I think they need to be adults to get the wither roses. They might not, but it's okay. I can just hang around for a little bit as they grow up, and then yeah, we can kill this wither. I'm about as ready as I'll ever be, and I did just look it up. I did a quick test in a creative world, and baby chickens do drop the wither roses, so we don't have to wait around, although we do have quite a lot of adults already. But yeah, before we spawn this wither in, if you're watching this video on the day it comes out, which is Sunday the 28th of February, today in the evening, we are doing a Clash of the Creators. So check it out. We have got a whole bunch of peeps from Legacy. We have a bunch of people from Hermitcraft and some other creators. We've got Kaz from the Mazuma Games channel. We've got Nembon and also Pixel Riffs joining. There are 5 teams, and pretty much all of us, I think, are streaming. So if you want to watch my point of view, then check it out on twitch.tv/LogicalGeekBoy. That is from 8 PM GMT tonight, if you're watching this video when it comes out. If you're watching it the day after, then it's already happened. So you can probably watch the VODs. I'm sure the VODs will be available. But anyway, check it out. Let's spawn this wither in, shall we? Right, I think first of all it's the slow falling potion, then the wither head. Here it goes. Okay, we've got an advancement at least, so now we need to take off, and now we can't touch the ground. We've got to try and kill this wither without touching the ground. So we've got to use our bow in the first instance. Okay, the chickens are dead, but he has got us, but we're not losing too many hearts. That's okay. I don't want to hit the ground, so I'm just going to fly up again. And yeah, actually, I'm losing quite a few hearts. let's eat an apple, and let's get our bow, and he's going to be above us again. And then we can just do this, hopefully. So he's going to hit us. Got to keep an eye on the hearts. I've got my Smite 5 axe. Maybe we need to do the axe. Maybe that's the way. Yeah, that was a good hit. Oh dear, he killed me. Quick, respawn. That's okay. We can hopefully gather our gear. He's way up there, so hopefully we can run around here, grab our stuff. We will get the wither roses actually while we're here. So we failed I think we just need to kill it maybe in the normal way. Oh dear. Where's my gear? Okay, I found it. It's all here. It's quite a way away. Let's try and grab as much of this as we can and then skedaddle. Oh jeez. Yeah, he's targeting us now. Now if we run backwards. We've done this before. Hopefully we can run backwards and he won't even hit us. Hopefully we can just keep going backwards like this. And then in a bit, when we're a little bit far away from the beacon, we can turn around. So let's run backwards like this and keep hitting him just like this. So this should be okay. So for as long as we keep hitting him, oh, missed one. There we go, keep going. Then we can turn around and run back the other way in a bit, but he's almost half health, and then we can switch to our sword as well. Not our sword, our axe, I mean, because that's got smite 5 on it. Oh yes, there we go. Whee! Oh, I need to heal up. Oh no! So close. I heard a rumour that he's harder in the nether. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it certainly seems like it. Let's see, can we just swoop in? Yes, another hit. Let's fly away again. Maybe this is the way. Maybe it's a way to swoop in and give him a hit with the axe before he takes off again. Let's go in and joink. No, missed. Keep going. We need to heal up a bit. Oh, geez. This is tough. Come on, let's do it. Come on, almost there. Almost there. Come on, have a couple of hits. Got him, yes. Oh, jeez. Oh, we did it. Oh no, I'm going to die. Oh no. But it's okay. I set my respawn anchor right here, so we are good. Holy moly. That was much more stressful than it should have been. But at least we got the wither roses. That was the main thing. Now, where is my gear? It should be over here. There's some orbs. Okay. Let's collect our stuff and get back to the farm. There it is, yes. I've noticed something rather odd. So if I look at my advancements, I didn't get an advancement for killing the wither, because I think this one right here, the beginning, say goodbye to the wither, I think you should get that when you kill the wither. Is that right? I didn't get it. Not sure why that is. So I've come over to the end and thought we could kill another one using the cheese method. So underneath the end portal here, I've Poppy marked out this area here with the obsidian. Now I've added some crine obsidian here. So this marks where you need to place the soul sands. That means that the tail part is underneath the center block of the portal with an air block above it. So if I lay out the soul sand like this, we should be able to spawn the wither and it should get trapped in here. Let's run away because it's going to explode and cause some damage. So let's get out of the way. We'll get our Smite 5 axe ready. Hopefully this is going to work. And let's see if we get an advancement this time with this method. So he should be trapped in here now. Hopefully, here we go. So now we can just chop away at this guy and without too many problems and too much hassle. We're doing quite a lot of damage each time with our Smite 5 axe. There we go. I guess I could try and crit him as well, but this is going quite quickly. And then we should get the nether star and maybe the advancement. Yes, okay, we got the advancement that time. Maybe it's because I died. Maybe you have to do it without dying in between. All right, another advancement on the list. That's all good. Now we do need to go back to the base and finish up this farm. It seems I'm not the only one that is a bit confused by the "it is time" bar above us. So Slime's also online, and I just had a little chat with him, asked him what this is all about, and as you can see here, yeah, it's making him uneasy. He's not sure what it is either, and it looks like, as he said, the bar is increasing slowly but surely. What could be going on? Not quite sure, but let's go over to the farm and let's finish this off. We've got one more block to place. So now that we've got a wither rose, I actually got 20 out of that little escapade. It's well worth it. We need to place it up here. So let's go up here. And on this dirt block, we need to place the rose. There we go. The farm is now finished. Now, I'm not going to try it just yet. I'm going to build the building around it first, I think. And then we should be able to use this to harvest bee nests. And then we should hopefully, after a little bit of time, get a stack of them and a new advancement. Whew, okay, that was worth it. All right, so you can see from the outside, this is what the farm looks like. So it's not too big. It's basically a simplified tree farm, but with the option to get some bee nests. Because what happens is we're going to sit in that minecart and it's going backwards and forwards because bee nests can spawn around the tree, and we have to harvest it with a silk touch axe, which I've got right here. That's got efficiency 5 on it as well. So we're all ready to go. But yeah, we need to build a building around it. We can't leave this out in the open like this. We need to have buildings around our city in Quantum Reef City. So that's the next thing. Let's get some blocks together and yeah, get this thing built up. Here is the progress so far of familiar walkways in between buildings. I think that's quite a good thing. Actually, I think I quite like it. So we've done it before. Obviously, we've got a little one here by the portal, and then we added some over here when we did our super smelter over here. So I think this is quite a cool way to kind of link buildings together and get a bit of interest in the landscape. So we don't have like hundreds of buildings everywhere kind of shielding each other. We've got a bit of space in between buildings so you can actually see them. So I think that'll be quite good. So got a kind of groundwork done, and this is going to be the kind of outside of the building, this kind of shape. So pretty close to the building. In fact, very close in that case, is right next to it. There's a bit of space on this side, and they've got a little walkway here to come up and go into the farm. Hopefully we can get this finished up, and I'll show you the farm working shortly. But now I think, yeah, I'm just working out what I want to do here. So I think we've got a bit of space here. So I think I might have like an extra tower here that actually links into this building. And I think because this is a bee-related building, we're going to use some kind of bee blocks. I think we've got I've got a bunch of honeycomb. We've got over in town, we've got a bee farm, so we can use that. We've got those blocks available. So I think, yeah, now it's time to build up a building here. It's going to be quite tall. So this farm is only there, but I think we haven't had a big building for a while, you know, a tall building. The last few we've done have been quite low, so I think we're going to have a bigger building here to get a bit of height variation as well. So around there, I guess, is where it will finish. So it should be pretty cool. All right, let's do this. And here it is. Here is the majestic bee farm, all in keeping with the honeycomb back there and the yellow glass. Well, that looks cool, I think. Nice, huh? All right, so that's the front, and you can see also on the side we've got this little tower here that's got a walkway in between to kind of join the two buildings up. That's not really functional at the moment, but you know, it's there for future expansion if we need it. We've also got a lot of space above the farm, so we could have like a bee farm in there if we want to in the future, that kind of thing. So yeah, pretty cool. So this is what it looks like on the side, not too bad. And then over on the back, this is kind of looks the same from the front. Got that kind of zigzaggy pattern as well with a landing bay and bits and pieces. Yeah, so pretty happy how this turned out. Oh, if I can land. So let's head on inside and yeah, give this thing a try. The first thing to do is to grow the first tree. So let's get the first sapling down, and then we can get into the minecart and we can turn it on by hitting this barrel just like this. Now I've got my mini HUD on because we need to get our pitch just right. We need to be at minus 64 just about, maybe slightly over that. So if we go to about there, that should be the right position. So now we need to break the first, basically we've got to hold both buttons down together. So if we break the first bit of wood and then do this, hold down both buttons, we should. Right, so we've planted the tree. So we're waiting for that tree to grow, and here we go. Right, so we're off. And then, so as you can see, every time we place a sapling, it gets bone milled. A new tree grows. The leaf crushers come on in to break all the branches to give us some more saplings, and hopefully at some point we should have a bee nest spawn. And when it does, this is why we're moving backwards and forwards, so we can hit and we can break the bee nest with our silk touch axe, and then it'll go into storage. So it's got to basically AFK here. Not quite sure how long it's going to take, but it's a 5% chance for a bee nest to spawn. So, you know, on average, it's going to take us about 20 trees per bee nest, maybe. So let's see how this goes. After a couple of hours of AFKing, I think we are pretty much there. So Check this out. So I've got some chests here. So I've this is the output just here that I've already sorted out. For those that are interested, there's a chest kind of over that way that you put all the bone meal in. And of course, we've used all the bones that we got from the Wither skeleton farm earlier on to power this thing up. And look, there's some escapees. The Wither rose is supposed to be there to kill them off, so don't get in the way. But anyway, let's check this out. So first of all, over here, some byproducts. Look at all this wood we've got. So not really designed to be a wood farm, but I'll take that. And we've got a whole bunch of sticks as well and some extra saplings. So that is all good. Now in here, this is what we're after. Check it out. All the bee nests. So of course there's 54 there, and we've got another bunch over here. So that takes us past the 64 that we need. But the problem now is we need a stack of these, and they've all got bees in. And they don't stack. They only stack if they're empty. So we've got to empty these bees. Okay, I've got an idea to do this quite easily, but there's a downside. The bees probably won't survive. But that's okay, because if we need some bees for something else, we can easily use this again to get bees. So we need to get the stack. So let me rig something up and I'll show you what I got. Okay, it's ready. The bee nest emptier is ready to go. So let's check this out. So what I've done here is I have placed down 64 of the bee nests, and they're all facing the kind of open face of them is facing this netherrack over here. That's because if you do that, then the bees won't come out. They only come out where at the front where the entrance is. And of course the netherrack's here at the moment, so none of the bees can come out because we don't want them to explode all over the place. We want to have a controlled dealing with bees. Now also what I've got is at the very top, at the same level as these blocks here, I've got a bunch of water over here. So the idea here is that if we remove the netherrack, all of the water will come down, and bees will still come out if there is water in front of the block, and bees will probably not survive water. So let's do this. Let's break all of the netherrack, and we should see some bees coming out. So obviously there we go. They shouldn't be able to escape. But if we do this, and we can mine from both sides, of course. Oh, there we go. The bees. It has to be done. I'm sorry. It has to be done. But this is all for the sake of the advancements. So let's get in here, make sure we get all of them from this side. There we go. And we'll go to this side as well and get rid of all of the netherrack from this side. So that should see us all the way to the other side. There they are. The bees. Oh dear. Oh dear. I can imagine the comments already. And this should be the last hive. Let's break it. We got it. Yes. Brilliant. We have got it. All of that work. Okay, but we got it. A stack of bee nests. That is really good. Now we'll get it over to Sly Slime as well, so he can get that advancement. Yes, we are really moving. And so there we have it. We've got quite a tough advancement done. Another building to the city, and we are progressing nicely. I handed over the bee nest to Lime. He is now in second place. So our teamwork is working out very nicely indeed. So that is about it for the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then please hit the like button. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, then get in that comment section. All right, my geeks. Until next time, I will see you later.